Thanks for joining us for KBOI 2 News Midday. I'm Kelsey Anderson. Now to your top 11 stories at 11 o'clock. 7 people are dead and more than 200 are injured after a train derails in Philadelphia.
Notify Amtrak to shut down the entire Northeast corridor.
The Amtrak train was traveling north from Washington, D.C. to New York City last night when all 7 of its cars derailed. 238 passengers and 5 crew members were on board when that train crashed. We'll have more in-depth report on this in just minutes. And a house in Caldwell went up in flames early this morning. This happened on Cased Road around 5:40 a.m. Fire crews say the house is abandoned and no one was hurt in the blaze. There's no word yet on a cause. Emergency crews responded to a rollover crash on I84 this morning as well. This happened around 8:20 a.m. near milepost 30 in Caldwell. Dispatchers tell us an injury was reported. Well, good news here. The Orchard Street Bridge over the connector is reopened 11 days ahead of schedule. All lanes of Orchard Street from Bond Street to Irving were back open for the morning commute. And drivers in South Boise will face some delays tonight on Broadway Avenue. Broadway will be reduced to 1 lane in each direction as it crosses I-84. Flaggers will help direct traffic through the interchange. Work will start tonight at 8:30 and should wrap up by 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. ACHD is working on a new plan to widen Cole Road in Boise, and they want your opinion tonight. They're holding an open house to give the public a chance to get more information about the project. Plans call for widening Cole Road to 5 lanes, as well as adding new medians and bike lanes. That information session starts at 5:30 tonight at the Clubhouse Event Center in Boise. A northern Idaho man has been sentenced to at least 3 years in prison for the death of a man who was in his care. The Lewiston Tribune reports Charles Wright of Moscow was sentenced after pleading guilty to neglect of a vulnerable adult. Wright and his wife were arrested last year after police found a 67-year-old unconscious on the couple's kitchen floor wearing only a dirty diaper. The coroner says the man died from prolonged starvation. An Idaho driver of a semi-truck that overturned with millions of honeybees has been fined $550. You may remember this. 13 million bees were abuzz on a Washington interstate last month. Our sister station, Como, reports the truck driver was cited by Washington State Patrol with a second-degree negligent driving ticket. Troopers say the Idahoan was driving too fast for conditions and the weight of the truck. A base jumper is back on solid ground this morning after her parachute got caught on the Perrine Bridge. The Times News reports the jumper dangled halfway under the bridge for about 40 minutes yesterday. Pretty scary. Rescuers had to pull her through a manhole cover. Traffic across that bridge had to be diverted while crews worked to save the woman. And nearly 70 people are dead and thousands more are injured in Nepal, Tibet, and India after another major earthquake in that region. The quake flattened many of the buildings that were already damaged in that first quake last month. Aid continues to flood into the devastated country, including help from right here in Idaho. Mission Aviation Fellowship out of Nampa oversees helicopters working to take supplies to relief workers in remote areas no one else is able to reach.
It became evident that access to remote locations will only be available through helicopters.
MAF will spend up to 2 months in Nepal carrying out relief missions. If you'd like to find out more about this organization, just head to KBOI2.com and click on news links. Well, residents have a chance to weigh in on the design for the newest branch of the Boise Library today. City officials are asking for the public's opinion on the proposed design for the new branch in Bound Crossing. That's in southeast Boise. That info session will take place this afternoon starting at 4 o'clock at Riverside Elementary.